Hey everybody, it's Lori Kirstein here with the Goodbye Good Girl Project. And if you are in my summit, I just want to say I'm here live with you, and I'm also live on my Facebook. Sorry, not Facebook, my YouTube page. I promised you some big news, and so I will absolutely share with you some big news. Some of you know that I was furloughed from my job about 3 months ago, and that was okay because I wasn't, loving it. I love this. I love doing this. I love coaching. I love sharing. I love communicating. I love connecting people and creating community. So this is cool stuff. And then as of midnight tonight, I will no longer be furloughed. I will be laid off. And the freedom to continue to move forward with my business is breathtaking. It's just breathtaking. So excitement, lots of excitement. Now, what's going on in the world right now? And I'm not talking actually about the results, like the unrest and just the craziness going on. And it's a lot of the craziness needs to be happening. When I say craziness, I don't mean that it's bad. I just mean the energy is like, it's a lot going on, right? So I understand this morning I found out that there are all of these crazy planetary influences going on right now that have like never happened since like before Christ or something. So I'm going, okay, even I who am a total dolt about the planets and all of that, even I can go, I've been feeling some crazy energy. So like over the last 2 weeks in the summit, the Outrageous Courageous Confidence Summit, for those of you who are not in it, you can still be in it through the 7th, and then you'll be in the community beyond the 7th. And that would be let me see, I can probably put up the banner for you guys. Here we go. So if you want to join, it's free. And you can come into the group. I've been doing free workshops for the summit attendees and all of that, which is cool, and live Q&A conversations with the experts that I've interviewed, and which has been really awesome. So if you're in the summit already and you saw the talk that I did today with Dr. Bernie Sewell, was that not the most fun ever? That was just, I had such a blast talking to Bernie. She's so fantastic and so funny. So the energies that are going on are making it really interesting. It has moved self-doubt out of my way over the last couple of weeks. I've been like, well, let me create this and I'll just put it out there. I'll see what happens. There's been this total willingness on my part to let it fly, to see what happens. A total centeredness, a feeling of such centeredness that I have not had ever before over such an extended period of time. It also means that the last day or two, I'm exhausted from all of that energy that's pulsing through me. So if you're feeling tired, please honor yourself and take care of yourself. Now, here's the big news that I want to tell you. I have had 2 opportunities come my way and for my business, and it's pretty remarkable. The first one that came my way was a training program that helps you really hone your message, really hone your ideal client, and get your message out there, get you on a public speaking track, which is what I would like to do as part of my offering, is a big part of my offering. It's what I've seen, it's what I've wanted for a long, long, long time. And so it's what I want to be doing next. But it was too much money for me. It was just too much money for me to invest right now. And so I sat with it because it really, even though I knew this was not the right time for me to do that, I still felt like I really want to. Should I stretch myself? So then I decided, no, I'm not going to do it. Meanwhile, through various ways and some crazy means, I suddenly had the idea, wow, I talked with an expert on my summit, and she has her own TV show, right? She has her own show where she is a Christian psychic. Her name is Jennifer Lonberg, Lonnberg. So if you want to check her out, she's a cool woman. And she does amazing work with people. And she's going to have me on her show in July, which is so cool. I'm going to be on a TV show. That's great. It's not actually like on TV, but it's live. And it's on a relatively new network that is absolutely exploding. It's got Deepak Chopra on it. It's just like, it's insane. It's only started the end of last year. And it's called Awake TV Network. So it's awaketvnetwork.live. So I'll be on that. That's really cool news. And then I had this brainstorm yesterday and I said, holy cow, Jennifer, I reached out to her on email and I said, Jen, can I have my own show? How do I do that? How do I ask that question? Because I'm not afraid to ask questions, and I really encourage you to not be afraid to ask questions. Because if you start exploring your possibilities, you're just going to be absolutely gobsmacked, as the Brits say. You're going to be gobsmacked at how much stuff comes through for you. You'll just be astonished. If you don't ask, you don't know. So ask, as Jack Canfield says in one of his remarkable exercises, which is called Ask. So I asked her and she said, well, let me connect you with the founder. I'm like, cool beans. So next thing I know, it's 10 o'clock last night. I'm talking with Amanda, who is the the co-founder of this remarkable thing. They're calling it the spiritual Netflix. And it looks like Netflix. When you scroll through it, you're like, oh, this is really cool. It's sort of different sections for different types of information. We've got everything from, chemistry based, to animal based, to love based, to spiritual based, to healer based, to all these different aspects. It's just, there's so many. And, Amanda is absolutely delightful, fantastic woman. And we talked for like an hour and we both got so excited. We both got so jazzed. And she was going, oh my God, I never get this like energized about stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, I know this is the best. And long story short, I'm going to have my own show. I am going to have my own show. Yep. The Goodbye Good Girl Project is going international. Mm-hmm. Yes, we are. We are going international, baby. Now, I haven't decided yet if this is going to be a roundtable, a talk show. I haven't decided the format quite yet, but I'm very excited that I'm going to be able to do this. And so the first season on Awake TV Network is 12 weeks. So you opt in for 12 weeks and you get to put up your show, and it is live every week. And oh my God, it's just going to be completely epic. Now, that, as if that weren't good enough, I had a call with the people who had offered me this other thing about public speaking. And so I had that call today, and I went in there going, I know exactly what I feel, exactly what I want, exactly what I know. This is too much money for me to invest at the moment, especially without knowing more about the program before I go in, etc. So I felt really good about that. Like, I feel solid. I don't feel afraid. I don't feel like I'm going to be swayed just by my own self-doubts if somebody feels stronger than I am. You know how those calls go where they're like really salesy? And so I was afraid of that. And I was like, you know what? No, maybe I'm not so afraid. I just know how I feel. So I got on there on the call with her and I told her, I said, so I'm not going to move forward. And I just want to let you know that here are a few suggestions I have that would make people want to sign up more and that would make me feel less hesitant. So I shared my thoughts with her and she was very gracious and said, I really appreciate you doing that. I appreciate you sharing that with me. So, okay. And then she said, but this isn't just like a salesy thing. Like, I can help you figure out how to get money for your business. Like right now, like and she gave me 5 different things I found. No, 4 different things. I found 2 of them. But she was educating me about places you can go for angel investing. You can apply for a small business loan, even if you're getting unemployment and things like this. So it became this amazing sort of opportunity thing. But even better than that was that she said to me, after we started talking about these other opportunities, she said, so do you feel more empowered now? Because she was making an assumption that I didn't feel empowered around money. That's not the case. That's an old paradigm. I don't resonate with it at all. It's an old paradigm that says if you feel like there's possibilities, you're just going to go ahead and apply to something and put your money out there because you just know it'll come to you. That is horseshit. It's bullshit. It's every kind of shit, because I've learned to be extremely practical. The highest spiritual stuff is also incredibly grounded and practical. It's amazing. So for me to know that, for me to be solely grounded in that energy and that knowing is just like the biggest high for me. It's the biggest thing for me ever. And so when she said, "So are you feeling more empowered now?" I said, "Well, I wasn't feeling disempowered before." She did not get it, but I did. It wasn't important what she knows or what she thinks or where she's coming from. I know. I wasn't feeling disempowered around money. I was being practical. Don't have it. Don't have that. Don't feel, and also practicality wise, not liking the risk that you're asking me to take without enough knowledge to take it. She said, "Well, did you look at all of the testimonials?" And I said, "No, I didn't, because those don't mean anything to me. These are people I don't know. These are people whose pathway I don't know. They're not me. I don't know where they were in their lives. I don't know how they made their decision. I don't know what they did with their decision once they made it. I don't know. I need to know for me." So I really want to encourage you guys to understand that when you're making a big decision like this, when you're making a big decision that has to do with moving your story forward in your life, especially now during COVID, when the nerves will make us jump at solutions that may not be right for us, that it is super unbelievably important for you to really get grounded, to really get practical. It's really interesting. As I say that, I hear a voice in my head say, "Yeah, but not fearful." And what's the difference? Like, how do you be practical without being fearful? And that's really important. So let me answer that question with what the insight that I have. So if I want to be practical but not fearful, here's what happens in a situation that I was just in, where they're offering a big program, it sounds like an amazing program, but I have to be practical. So what they're offering me is they're going, here's what you could have. Like, we can help you do this. And you already said to us that you feel like it would launch your business because you have determined that this kind of program is your next big step. And it's also your next step, whether it's big or not. This is your next step. I'm like, yes, I really think that's going to work. That's the next place I want to go. This could be an answer, not sure yet, but they're going, but here's your dream. And this is what happens in these programs that are offered. Okay. And if you've been on any of these webinars and you've been on any of these sales calls, you know what I'm talking about. So they give you the vision of what it could be, and it's your vision because they've asked you, what is your vision? And you tell them. This makes it very, 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 very difficult for some of us to be grounded and practical at the same time. So here's where they were hooking me. And it was, if you put $3,000 into this for the first month, we will help you get the clients that you need to bring some more of the next month's costs forward. And in the meantime, you'll be studying and learning and growing and changing and honing your message and doing those things that you know and that you said you wanted to do next in your business. So how hooky is that? How amazing is that to be able to say to somebody, here's what you already claimed you want to do. We're able to give you that. You say you're a little afraid about giving the $3,000 up front. So we'll help you so that you can cover that cost plus $2,000 of the next three. It's kind of hooky. And I decided that it wasn't fear, it was practicality. But I had to sit with it, and I had to sit with it in my heart. I had to sit with it in my gut. And I had to trust that what was going to come next, by me just aligning with my truth, would be perfect. And that's the strongest thing of all. And for those of you who just stopped watching, I'm so sorry you just stopped watching, because this is the most important point of all. When I can trust that if I am in that energy of knowing what is right for me, in that energy of my own integrity, in that energy of my own right next step, and not demanding that it be the next step that I see as being the perfect step. If I can let go of thinking I know the outcome, what the outcome will look like, but I step into going, I'm committing to this next step that I've identified. And I am not going to get so married to what that structure looks like, but I'm going to stay married to my energy of knowing my truths, my practicality, my vision, my emotional set point of, am I in peace around myself? Am I in certainty around myself? Not rigidity, but certainty around me, as much as I can be at this moment. Then I can make these choices. So what happened was, I said to her, I'm not going to do this thing. And she said, she was a little bit, reactive, but I don't, that's fine. That's her shit. I don't care. So that's fine. I just have to know where I stand. And what ended up happening was her giving me all of these different things to look at that will move me forward. Now, it may or may not still be this program. I don't know yet. But now I have all of these other ways that I can bring money into my business, and maybe work with her, or maybe not, but I'll still be in alignment with me. So I want to just leave you with that. Think about that. Don't be swayed into just taking programs and going, this must be the answer, especially during COVID. You're looking for your answer that you can cleave to as much as you can. I hope that that is helpful to you, because God knows I have spent so much money on looking for the right answer. And while it is really something that we want to have that certainty, our certainty now lies in a different place. If I can help you get to that place by saying all of this, then I've spent a good 18 minutes with you. If you need some guidance, some coaching around this, that is what I do. You can find me at support@goodbyegoodgirl.com. Email me. I can put together, I have packages for people. I will be glad to help you find your way through this COVID madness and into your path, because that is what I do. I help you find your path, not my path, your path. See you later.